Today we're looking at all the stuff that we've been working on this semester and last. So we're looking specifically at the distributive property and multiplying two-digit numbers. So your essential question is, how do I perform arithmetic on numbers? This has been the whole question the whole year. How does math work? Your learning intention. I'm learning to apply the distributive property and multiply numbers together. So if we're looking at this, we've got 4 warm-up questions. This is adding decimals. Pause the video and add the 2 decimals now. If you struggle or if you are still unsure, let's do some more practice. Pause the video now, please. If you're looking at the first one, I hope you're just checking your answers. You notice that there is a 0 here, but there's nothing above it, which means that we have to put in a placeholder, and that placeholder is a 0. 0 plus 0 gives me 0. 7 plus 7 is 14. I put the 4 down, I carry that 1. Here's my decimal. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So 9 and 7/10 plus 1 and 70 hundredths is 11 and 40 hundredths. What about the next one? Do we have any spot where we need a placeholder? Yes, we do. We need to put our placeholder there. Now we add straight down. 1 plus 0 is 1. 4 plus 3 is 7. Bring my decimal down. 0 plus 8 is 8. So 41 hundredths plus 8 and 30 hundredths is 8 and 71 hundredths. For the next two, we are subtracting. Once again, if you have an open spot, you need that placeholder. For the first one, I need a placeholder. But I quickly see that I cannot take 0 minus 9. I've got to borrow 1 from this 9. So this becomes 8. I bring the 1 over here, and this is now 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring your decimal down. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 and 90th hundredths minus 59 hundredths is 9 and 31 hundredths. For the last one, what do you notice? 2 minus 9 doesn't work. I borrow 1 from the 9, and this becomes 8. The 2 now becomes a 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. Bring our decimal. 8 minus 2 is 6. 9 and 2/10 minus 2 and 9/10 is equal to 6 and 3/10. So what is the distributive property that we've been working on? The distributive property states multiplying a sum by a number is the same as multiplying each addend separately by that number and then adding the sums together. So this is all about multiplication. So we're multiplying, I should have put, instead of multiplication, it should be multiplying a sum by a number is the same as multiplying each addend separately by that number and then adding the sums together. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to write everything out so you can actually see the math. We know that we have to multiply everything on the inside by what's on the outside. So negative 6 times A and negative 6 times 8. Negative 6 times A plus negative 6 times 8. That is expanding what we're doing. Negative 6 times A is negative 6A. Negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. So negative 6A minus 48. You could put plus a negative 48 and it would also be correct. This time we've got a 5 on the outside. It's got to multiply everything on the inside. So we end up with 5 times negative 3m, or 5 times 3m, bring your minus down, minus 5 times 6. Okay, I'm going to pause there so you can look and make sure you're understanding. We're distributing, we're multiplying everything on the inside by what's on the outside. 5 times 3m is 15m. Minus 5 times 6 is 30. Hopefully this is becoming easier the more we do it. Okay, for the next two, once again, we're still multiplying everything on the inside by what's on the outside. Eight times negative b minus 8 times 4. 8 times negative b is negative 8b. Minus 8 times 4 is 32. Make sure if you're still struggling with your multiplication tables that you use the copy of the multiplication table that's on the desk. Okay, for the last one, does it matter which side the multiplying is on? No, you still have the same technique. You multiply everything inside but what's on the outside. So I've got 1 times 5 minus 7n times 5. Multiplication is commutative, which means order doesn't matter. I could have put 5 times 1, 5 times 7n here. It does not matter. 1 times 5 is 5, minus 7n times 5 is 35n. To write it in what we call the normal form, your term with the variable in it needs to come first. So this is negative 35n plus 5. 5 is positive. Okay, you've got 2 to do on your own. Please pause the video, write it in expanded form, and simplify. Well, I do hope you tried to do them on your own and you're only checking your answers. It has to go to both terms. Negative 6p times negative 4 plus 7 times negative 4. Negative times negative is a positive. 6 times 4 is 24. 24p plus 7 times negative 4 is negative 28. That is perfectly acceptable, but most of the time we do not put plus and negative. It's more commonly written 24p minus 28. Hopefully that's the answer you got. For the next one, once again, we've got to multiply by what's on the outside. I've got negative 5 times 7a minus negative 5, negative 5 times 6. Negative 5 times 7a is negative 35a minus negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. Do we minus the negative? No, we plus the positive. Negative 35a plus 30 would be the correct answer. Hopefully when you were checking, all you did was to check your answers and you were correct. Okay, we got 3 multiplication problems that we're going to do together, and then you'll have 2 to do on your own. As we're doing this, remember you start with this first digit. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm going to carry the 2. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 2 more is 26. Okay, I am ready to go to the next one. Because I've moved over 1 digit here, I need to put my 0 as my placeholder. 4 times 4 is 16. Carry that 1. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Keep your columns nice and straight. Add straight down. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 6 is 12. I'll carry 1 over. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Looking at the next one. What about a 0? What does a 0 do? Well, the only thing it does is to give you a 0 to begin with. Then we have to move over 1 placeholder. And that for this, so the 0 comes here. We've moved over 1. Now we multiply by 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Carry the 2. 9 times 1 is 90. Plus 2 is 11. So 13 times 90 is 1,170. For the last one, we're going to multiply by 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 9 is 9. Put a 0 for a placeholder. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 2 is 38. I add straight down. 7 plus 0 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 17. Put the 7 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. And bring the 3 down. So 97 times 41 is 3,977. You've got 2 to do on your own. Pause the video and see if you can do those 2 on your own. Pause the video now. Well, I do hope you tried. 5 times 5 is 25. Bring the 5 down, carry that 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Write the 12 down. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again, but first I have to put that 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Put the 5 down, carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Keep those columns straight. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. Bring the 1 down because there's nothing to add to it. 25 times 55 is 1,375. Now for the last one. Hopefully this isn't difficult for you. Maybe multiplying the bigger numbers is still a little bit difficult, but hopefully you know how to do the technique. 8 times 4 is 32. Write the 2 down, carry the 3. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 plus 3 is 67. I'm done with the first number. When I go to my tens digit, I have to put that 0 down as a placeholder. 4 times 4 is 16. I'm going to carry a 1. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 1 is 33. Keep the column straight. Add straight down. 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 6 is 13. Put the 3 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So 84 times 48 is 4,032. How do you know you're successful? You know you're successful when you can apply the distributive property and when you can multiply two digits numbers. So whatever you want to put down here, make a summary, distributive, the distributive property and multiplying So make sure that you understand the concepts. Make sure you've got the techniques down.